Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day of May I Scraplift You. Today we are scraplifting Scrapping Nerd over at Instagram. So you can go and check her out and see what she's got on her Instagram if you are curious and would like to lift her. So I really liked this layout, first of all, because I liked that had multiple photos on it, and I definitely wanted to do a few that had multiple photos because I've got a lot of photos to scrapbook, and so I thought this would be a good one to start with. I have these 4 photos of Noah on his first bike. It's a Strider bike, and it came with like a support thing that the Strider fit into that made it more like a rocking horse style, if you will. So he could sit on that and kind of rock on it when he was just little, and that's what he is on, and because he's just tiny in this photo. So I wanted to document that, and I just thought the photos were cute, and so I wanted to make sure I used as many of them as possible because of the look on his face. He's just really curious, and he's checking it out. It was a Christmas gift that he got from his aunt and uncle, and so I wanted to go ahead and just document that. So I started out with this paper, and first of all, I gutted the black paper behind the striped paper there, and I am basically using the portion that was left over from the gutting to back that blue plaid. I guess that's plaid. And then I really wanted to use this bicycle paper because he's on a bicycle. So, let's use it. I believe that bicycle paper and the striped paper in the background are both from All Boy from Echo Park. And then I'm going to use a lot of the stickers from the sticker sheet from that same collection to embellish this layout. Sticking within a collection makes it super easy. I don't always stick within a collection, but it does make it really simple to create your layout that way because everything is already matching. So I'm liking how that is looking. I know that not a lot of that bicycle paper is going to show, but that's okay. You still get the idea. You can see it, especially at the bottom of the photos, that they are bicycles, and it's kind of just a nod to the fact that he's on a bicycle. So then I decided the first thing I wanted to kind of do was make that banner piece, which is underneath a photo in the inspiration piece there. But I don't have a photo that is offset like that. So because they have 3 photos on the layout that I am lifting, but I have 4. So I'm just going to go ahead and create the banner over to the edge of the paper and don't worry about having a photo right above it. So these little banners are not always the easiest thing for me to do. This one wasn't too hard, but sometimes I struggle with where they're supposed to connect to. So I would just kind of let it sit there, and while I was marinating on what I wanted to do with it, because to me it just looks like it's kind of like hanging and there's no connection. So what I end up deciding to do is to rip my paper a bit. And I'm going to tuck that blue scallop border underneath a bit. Now remember, I did gut the black paper, so I can't really tear it back too far, and that's okay. But I do want to have that little scallop sticking out there. And to me, that makes it feel like there is something for the little banner piece to connect to. And so then I decided I was just going to tie knots in the end of the little string that's holding the banner, and I think that just finishes it off nicely. I believe the one in the photo up in the corner there, or in the inspiration piece, is like a chipboard banner, and since mine are just stickers and string, I wanted it to finish off the edge of the string nicely, so tying in a knot really just kind of does that job. At least for me it does. And if you noticed, I did pull the entire banner down a little lower than it was originally, and I think it connects up nicer to the photo that way. It was a little bit high and like between his handlebar and his face before, so I'm liking that a lot better. And I like the addition of this bicycle, like it's actually driving on or riding on the banner. I thought that was kind of a cute element. Just pulling in stickers from the sticker sheet here. Trying to get some different shapes in. There's a lot of squares or squared off lines here, so trying to soften it up with some organic lines or circles just to kind of soften things up a little bit. So I'm liking the way that it's looking, and I'm trying to bring in some of the colors from the banner down to the bottom right hand corner. That's going to be my other embellishment area, and then I'm going to put in some little word stickers just right here on the left hand side of that bottom photograph. And I thought that was really cute just to have a little bit of sayings there. And then I did play around with putting a title. You can see the dies to the left of my layout there sitting on the table. I was going to put a title that said something like bike, new bike or something like that. And then, I just could not get it to fit. And so I gave up and I said, you know what, Boys Rock is just a fine title for this. I don't really need to add a big title. And so I didn't. I just decided to forego a big title. I did want to make another ripped edge over on the opposite side to bring in that other scalloped piece and just to tie it all together. So that's what I was just doing there. I am bringing in some enamel dots in red just to kind of make them pop a bit. There is some red in the banner. There's that red circular piece in the bottom right. And so just bringing in those little pops of red kind of like finish it off nicely. And then I decided that these ripped edges needed a little something more. So I tucked some little sticker stars in, and I thought that really kind of finished it off nicely rather than doing more enamel dots in those areas or, some kind of other kind of confetti piece. So I do have my enamel dots in my two embellishment areas, but then those ripped pieces are going to have 3 little stars, a light blue, a red, and I believe it's an orange one. So I'm liking how that looks. I really like the flags behind the bike too. It kind of like is like the, signal to go. And so that is pretty much going to do it. I'm going to finish off with some journaling just below the entire bicycle layer there. And I'm just using a black Muji pen in a 0.38 to do my journaling. That is my favorite journaling pen to use. And that is going to do it. Don't forget to check out everyone else who is playing along over at May I Scraplift You. I have a list of links down below, and they could be scraplifting other people besides the person I chose. And even if they chose the same person, it could be any layout that the person has done. So I'll see you again tomorrow with another video. Bye-bye.